All right, first and foremost, I want to give all praises, honor, and great glory to Yahweh Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem Achad Wadash. Double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone that rule well, and salutations to the elect pushing this truth to the four corners of the earth in truth and in sincerity. In this particular video, it's going to be a brief news update. I am driving, so I won't be grabbing any precepts. I just will quote them. In this particular video, we're going to be talking about what's going on right now between Iran and the United States. Now, there's tension between Iran and the United States. And, you know, you have some people saying, well, we should leave that whole thing alone, blah, blah, blah. Well, I want to let you just to remind you, America got dragged into this war. All right. This was really between Iran and Israel. All right. Israel does not want Iran to have nuclear weapons. Israel has been in war with really Iran for a very long time, and Iran's proxy groups. Iran's proxy groups consist of Hezbollah, Hamas, and the Houthis. All right. So they've been actually fighting for a minute. You know, the whole October thing, October 7th thing, so forth and so on. But 2024, they've been trading shots, literally shooting missiles on each other because Israel almost took out Hezbollah, which is the proxy group of Iran. Iran will tell you, no, there's not a proxy group of theirs. But when Israel damn near took them out, what happened? Iran got pissed off and shot 181 missiles plus, breaking the world record. And shooting missiles over there at once. Shot that on Israel. Now, Israel, bragged that their Iron Dome system was knocking like a good 90% of them out of the sky. So they was like, whatever. But Iran was like, we just want to let you know that we'll touch you. Stop walking around here acting like, like you the shit, bro. Because if it came down to blows, that we'll wipe you off the face of the earth. And they would, too. All right? But they've been trading shots because, Israel does not want Iran to have nuclear weapons or nuclear capabilities. Man. So they're trying to, destroy Iran, And Iran is saying what? It's lucky if I seem a little distracted, I'm driving. Iran is basically saying, no, they have a right to enrich uranium and have a nuclear weapons program. So, America got involved with it. Then you see Trump getting involved with it. That reminds me of Jeremiah 50 and 49. The least of the flock shall draw them out, right? Israel is the least of the flock and shall draw them out. The them is being who? America. Drew them out to what? World War. And we see it about to happen right now. We see it was a foreshadowing on what's going to happen in the future. And just in a minute here. Because, Salakia, these motherfucking, sorry. It was a foreshadowing on what's really happening, where it was a foreshadowing when you saw America get drug into the war, basically, even though you had a lot of people saying, hell no, bro, we should, America should mind their business, so forth and so on. Well, that's prophecy. The least of the flock shall draw them out. All right. And now we have America saying that they're about to get back into it with them. All right. They're saying if they was to continue to enrich uranium, still have their nuclear weapons program, and, really Esau just wanting to strike them again. But why is America getting into this whole thing? Because Israel is dragging them into this whole thing, man. So right now, we're seeing World War III at a boil, man. Because we know that World War III consists of what? America going over there in the so-called Middle East. Russia's going to play the guard to these little nations, too. Salakia, let me get out this car real quick. Right, so we see prophecy basically jumping off of the page. As a matter of fact, I'm just going to play this right here, then we're going to close it out. All right.
A lot of direct threats going back and forth between the United States and Iran today, as take a look at the latest headlines coming out. Iran, U.S. troops are a legitimate target after Trump threatens to intervene in the protests that are happening in Iran. Also take
Yeah, you have United States saying that since there's protests going on right now in Iran, they're saying if the Iranians do anything to their people, like kill them, then they're going to retaliate for that. You know, America's the bully, is looking for any reason really to go over there and do something. But this is going to be what? In defense of Israel.
Look, this comes as we're hearing that today Trump says that if Iran kills peaceful protesters, the U.S. will come to their rescue. Trump and top Iranian officials, today they exchanged threats over the protests that are roiling Iran. Now, also, take a look at this. Trump not getting support from everybody you might think. Marjorie Taylor Greene, Trump threatening troops in Iran is everything we voted against in 2024. After Trump's warning to Iran, how likely is the U.S. to be attacked? Let me know your thoughts in the comments. And take a look. This comes as just a couple of days ago, I'll let you know, Trump vows to knock the hell out of Iran if it rebuilds its missile program. So the threats.
See, and that right there lets you know Esau's real intentions. You just want to go over there and do something to him because Iran been told you since y'all was having those peace talks back then, last year. Iran been told you what? That they gonna continue to have a nuclear program. They feel as though that that's their right, and there's no international law saying that they should not have one. All right. So when you know these things, you go, oh, okay. So y'all just ready to pop back off on them. But you see, this is prophecy, though. All right, this is prophecy. Because there is going to be World War III, as it explains it, I believe, in Revelations 11 and 14, where it talks about the second woe past, and the third woe cometh quickly. And I'm loosely quoting it. Those woe means what? World War. So, hey, beginning from the First World War, when it ended, all the way to now, only been like 120 something years, give or take. All right, we're in the season right now for the World War III, and we see it like brewing. Anyway, I'm gonna play a little bit of this, some more, and then I'm gonna get up on out of here. This was just a brief news update, letting you see that America and Iran is got tension. So if you haven't heard, America saying if they kill their own peaceful protesters, they will retaliate. You know, just a bully move. Looking for something to do, looking to go over there and pop off on them, at any turn. But yeah.
Going back and forth. And just a couple of days ago as well, we heard the president of Iran say that the country is in full-scale war with the United States, with Israel and Europe.
That's right. Iran president said that. This was like, what, a couple days ago, Iranian president said that. All right. So this is what it really is, man. All right, now the mainstream media ain't going to say what it really is, but this is what it really is behind closed doors. Although World War III hasn't reached its climax yet, but this is what's going on in the background, man. So man, look, when you see things like this, World War III getting closer and closer and closer, hey, how much more the MOTB? Because the MOTB has to be implemented and mandated before, World War III reaches its boiling, like its climax, man. I say all this to say we at the end, man. We at the end.
Much a full declaration of war. And so now we are seeing direct threats being issued back and forth, Trump giving Iran warnings, and Iran now coming out today, just a couple of hours ago, and saying your U.S. troops are going to be targeted if you intervene with Iran any further. Let me know your thoughts in the comments.
You see that? The weak are saying that I am strong. All right? They beat their plowshares and the swords and their pruning hooks and the spears. You know what I mean? So, plowshares and pruning hooks are instruments to cultivate the land. All right? Agricultural tools. To beat them into swords and spears, this is weapons of war. All right. So Iran then got its military might up. I got hypersonic missiles, all sorts of shit, bro. In 2018, the weapons embargo got lifted up off of them. So Russia started selling them hella weapons, man. which is another there's another way that Russia is being a guard unto them by supplying them with weapons. Not just them, but they proxy groups, man. You see? That's Ezekiel 38 jumping off of the page right there, man. And man, we at the end of this thing.
Are we heading in the direction of war, or do you think we're going to be able to avoid it and stave off any potential attacks or threats to troops or even here on U.S. soil? Let me know your thoughts in the comments. War or peace? What is going to be the path going forward? I've heard a lot of people say that Iran is issuing these threats. There could be attacks, but also a lot of people saying no, they're just posturing. This is the way of the Middle East. They do not want to get into a conflict with the U.S. Let me know in the comments. War or peace?
Well, no, they're not just posturing. Don't you remember after the attack that America did over there, Iran launched a strike on the air base of the United States, a U.S. air base over there in the Middle East. I believe it was in Qatar, if I'm correct. And Trump got on basically, the news and was just like, whatever. Like, he just let it go. So who got the last hit was Iran. Iran not playing. They're not bluffing. And stop acting like that war between Israel and them wasn't just straight one fucking sided. I still got videos on that. Iran was beating the hell out of Israel. America had to intervene, man. And as soon as they did that and Iran, got his little last lick off, it said, look, they're going to continue to not strike Israel. But if Israel strikes them, then they're going to really fuck them up. They had new weapons, so they said they're going to really do something to them. And they said America on the table too. Basically told America to watch his back too. This was last year. So now that this is being brought up again, it's like this is not new information. This is basically them letting you know what's the next move, what the next move is. It's just me, speaking. That's neither here nor there. But this is, what makes sense to me.
So what direction do you think we're going? But today, a lot of video footage and articles coming out on this as we're hearing that just today, Trump saying that we will intervene if Iran is killing peaceful protesters in their nation. And Iran saying if you intervene, U.S. troops could be targeted along with U.S. assets in the Middle East as well.
See, just keep your eye on that, Tension is building between United States, Israel, and Iran. Russia is still playing the guard to Iran. Iran is not just sitting by idly. It's pop and fly right back, letting them know that we will strike you. He's just about to get into just playing the videos and reading some articles, basically reiterating the same thing, the points that we already went through. But I hope this was edifying. Hope you could take something from this. And if you want to watch the rest of it, you can see it right here. Steve Ram, breaking Iran threatens U.S. troops after Trump warns of intervention. Right. That's the point. That the weak is saying that they strong. We're seeing World War III come to a boil. We almost here, man. All right. Anyway, hope it's edifying. Hope you can take something from it. And with that, shalom.